What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Shirley, and today we're going to be reacting to Ryan Shirley's Turkey stuff. Even though this first clip here, he's in Greece.
But we gotta see some Turkish stuff. I mean, we know well a little bit. We went to Georgia,
Next to Turkey.
right on the border, and we were planning to drive through Turkey. We had like a little plan, and we were gonna hit up all these cool spots.
It would have been so cool.
And it looked like the nature is so cool. Not just the nature around the mountains and the deserts within the central area, but even up by Georgia, the like green big mountains.
We were going to go along the northern coast, like by the Black Sea, and kind of stay in that area for a bit. That would have been so cool. But then things got weird with, the Russia stuff when we were in Georgia. So we kind of just left a little early, and then our car got weird, and then we never went back to Georgia. Never got to do our Turkey road trip.
Very sad. So now we're just going to look at the places that we could possibly visit. Maybe Ryan Shirley will visit some new places.
I feel like he's not going to have gone up in that area.
No.
I don't think many, at least American tourists, go up there.
What was the mountain by the border of Armenia?
Ararat?
Yeah, we were thinking about going, like, seeing that too.
That would have been interesting. Dang, that would have been a very interesting. Gotta go there sometime.
Guys, my name
And Turkish food is really good. We ate it in Georgia and Dubai, and it's so good.
is Ryan, and I want to show you some of my favorite places in the beautiful country of Turkey. So here's
that's
my
Gabe's
Turkey
favorite place.
top 10.
Cappadocia.
Turkey is home to some of the world's
Wowzers.
most fascinating landscapes. The country takes you back in time with its endless history and numerous ancient monuments. From the iconic city of Istanbul to the Mediterranean coast, Turkey just has so much to offer. Let's start this video off
like
in
the
the city
Alps.
of Pamukkale. Now located in southwestern Turkey, Pamukkale
That was
trend
the
in the
city.
city of
Right there.
Pamukkale.
Hold up,
Now
hold up,
located
hold up. I remember Rizzi
Yeah.
and Trabzon.
We were looking at like hotels or Airbnbs there.
Dang, that'd have been interesting.
in southwestern Turkey, Pamukkale translates
this
to
place.
Cotton Castle. It's famous for its thermal hot springs that have created these
so
incredible
crazy
white
looking.
travertine terraces
White
that
and
are
light
filled
blue
with
in
blue,
nature.
mineral-rich water. Now, the hot springs have attracted
Oh, it's
people
so
here
lush
for
around
thousands
there.
of years. During the 2nd century BC, the ancient city of Hierapolis was founded right next to the hot springs. It became part of the Roman kingdom, and it quickly became to one
I
of the
feel
most
like most people think of Turkey as more like deserty, and this is so lush.
There's a lot of green spots so far.
prominent cities in the Roman Empire. A lot of people retired here, and a lot of doctors would heal their patients in these thermal waters. Now today, the ancient ruins remain to help you imagine what it must have been like to live there during Roman times. I'd probably retire here if I lived back then. Now another fascinating place right by the hot springs is Cleopatra's Pool. It was an ancient man-made pool that is said to be a gift from Mark Antony to Cleopatra. In the 7th century, an earthquake destroyed the surrounding Roman temple,
Always
which
an
caused its
earthquake.
pillars to fall into the pool. Today, you can swim around in it. Now, after exploring Pamukkale, we're
Dang,
going to
look at
visit
that
the
city.
notorious city of Istanbul. Istanbul is just one of the most fascinating places. It's a transcontinental city, which means that Istanbul is part of Europe and Asia. The Bosphorus Strait, which is considered to be the boundary between Europe and Asia,
the Golden
runs
Gate
right through the
Bridge?
city.
Yes.
Istanbul is the most populated place in all of Turkey, with a population of over 15 million.
Oh my
The history
gosh,
of
it's
Istanbul is
packed.
endless. It was settled as far back as the 7th century BC, and it became
Very
the
historical.
capital of the Roman Empire in 330 AD. One of my favorite features of the city is the Galata
That looks so
Tower.
cool.
It's a uniquely shaped medieval building that dominates the skyline. It was built in 1348, and the tower was used to spot fires. Now, one of the most important features of Istanbul is the Hagia Sophia. It was built all the way back in 537 AD as a
537,
Christian
wow.
church, but after the fall of Constantinople in 1453, the church was converted into a mosque. At the
Interesting.
time of its completion, it was the world's largest interior space and the first building to use a fully pendative dome. I mean, just such an amazing structure. Now, near Hagia Sophia is the iconic Blue Mosque. It was constructed in 1600s and stands today as one of Istanbul's most impressive buildings. It's just hard to beat the atmosphere of this historical
So
city.
cool.
After Istanbul, we're going to
Whoa.
head over to the Mediterranean coast. Now, this may be one of my favorite regions in all of Turkey.
My
It's
gosh,
full
that
of
water.
massive green mountains that line its picturesque coastline. I mean, I think it would just be so awesome to be able to sail on a boat and find all of Turkey's hidden bays and beaches. I mean, I can't think of a better way to see Turkey. Now, one stunning place on the coastline is Deniz. It's home to this blue lagoon and super long beach, and it's one of the best places in Turkey to go paragliding. Now, just 60 minutes drive from Deniz, you can reach the Butterfly Valley. It's this scenic beach that is surrounded by steep cliffs. It reminds me a lot of Shipwreck Beach in Zakynthos, Greece. Now, the best way to get there is by a boat ride from Deniz, or if you're a hiker, you can make the trek down. I mean, just such a cool place. Another beautiful place on the coast is Bodrum. It's a picturesque port city full of dock ships. One of my favorite features of the city is the Bodrum Castle. It was built by the Knights of Hospitaller in the 15th century. Today, it's a museum for underwater archaeology. There's also other ancient ruins in the city, including this theater. You can also get an impressive panoramic view of Bodrum from the town's old mills. I mean, it's just hard to beat the views and history of this beautiful sea town. Another impressive nearby city is Dalyan, located just inland from the coast. I love how the river runs right on the edge of the town with a backdrop of the scenic green mountains. Now from the city, you can see the Lycian rock tombs built into the cliffs. Now, a fun activity you can do in Dalyan is take a boat ride out to the Istusu beach. It's this really unique beach that has the Mediterranean Sea on one side and a freshwater lake on the other. The beach is also a nesting area for endangered loggerhead turtles. I mean, it's just such a cool place, and there's just a lot to do in Dalyan.
Incredible.
After, we're going to stay on the coast and visit the impressive city of Alanya. Now, sandwiched between the Taurus Mountains and the Mediterranean, Alanya is a charming resort town. The crowning feature of the city is the Alanya Castle. This may be one of the most impressive fortresses in all of Turkey. It was built in the 13th century on a rocky peninsula by the Seljuk Empire. It's made up of over 140 towers. And
who is the wall for on this side in case somebody like tried to sneak around?
There's some like crazy rock climbers.
I guess.
Three-sided medieval wall that protects this impressive fortress. I definitely would have felt safe if I lived here during medieval times. Today it's been turned into a museum and you can explore it. The beach just west of the castle is called Cleopatra's Beach.
Cleopatra had a lot of stuff going on in Turkey
queen
apparently.
Swam here. Now, a really cool place just outside Alanya is the Oima Pinar Reservoir. It's just about an hour's drive from Alanya, and this reservoir is just massive. It's surrounded by towering, lush mountains, and the water just so blue. I mean, just such a beautiful place.
So many colors.
Afterwards, we're going to head over to Mount
Ararat. There it is.
Located right next to the Armenian border. Mount Ararat is the tallest point in all of Turkey with an elevation of 16,854 feet. It's a dormant volcano
just flat and then just huge
cones.
mountain.
What fascinates me about Mount Ararat is that it's supposedly where Noah's Ark is located. In Genesis 8:4, it says the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. Historians have debated where the exact location of Noah's Ark may be, but needless to say, it's such a cool volcano with an interesting history tied to it. Afterwards, we're going to head over to the cool volcano with an interesting history.
That's pretty low for the snow to start on how much higher it goes. It's like Rainier in Washington, and this is 2,000 feet higher.
That's insane, and it looks flat around it, and Rainier has mountains everywhere.
So, how risky is it to hike up this mother?
Yeah, is this like an easily climbable one?
It can't be with all that snow. You gotta have the and the big boots and all the stuff, and probably a lot of people die if they try to climb it. That seems to happen a lot.
Tied to it. Afterwards, we're going to head over to the Black Sea region.
Oh man, he did do the Black Sea side.
Turkey, they probably don't imagine green mountains that look like the European Alps, but that's what the landscapes around the Black Sea look like. From a Google Maps point of view, you can just see how green it is compared to the rest of the country.
He's got this marked. We probably have something marked in there. Yeah, this nice little marker right here.
Yeah, I wonder what that was.
Dang.
Google Maps point of view, you can just see how green it is compared to the rest of the country. Now, one beautiful city on the Black Sea coast is Trabzon. It's located on the historical Silk Road and was an important trade gateway to Persia and the Caucasus regions. Not only is the city beautiful, but the province of Trabzon has many treasures such as the Sumela Monastery. It's built on a ledge on a steep cliff, and it's believed this Greek Orthodox monastery was built in 386 AD when it was dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Now, another beautiful region on the Black Sea is the highlands of Artvin. I mean, I just can't believe how green it is. This province is located
Yeah,
right
it
next to
looks
the
like very
Georgian
like
border,
Georgia.
and the mountains are just so green. Almost feels like you're in the Swiss Alps or something. It's just hard to believe there's
Amazing.
mountains like this in Turkey. For our last location, we're going to head over to the middle
No,
of Turkey to visit
the most famous.
Cappadocia. Now, located in the heart of the country, Cappadocia is famous for its unique
He
rock
said
formation.
Cappadocia.
He says it how we always said it, Cappadocia.
But Gabe says Cappadocia. What is it, Turkish people? How do you say it?
And skies full of hot air balloons. Cappadocia was first mentioned in the 6th century BC. Today, it's one of Turkey's most recognized places. One of the main towns in Cappadocia
That's so
is
cool. There's the
Goreme.
little pokey
Almost
boys
every
coming out of the
morning,
ground.
The horizon
And
in
of course, dang
Goreme
hot
is
air
filled with
balloons.
hundreds of hot
Be
air
so cool to
balloons.
stay in one of the
I mean, it
cave
doesn't get more
hotels.
magical than that. It's also a great place to hike and explore the surrounding
like the
rock
Badlands.
formations. You can take a stroll in Love Valley. I'll let you wonder how it got that name. Now, another cool nearby place is Uchisar. It's home to the centuries-old Uchisar Castle that towers over the city. I mean, Cappadocia just has so much to do and explore.
Look at that
I hope you
place.
all can visit one day. Well, that is it for my Turkey
Crazy
top
to see
10,
that
and
dry,
there's just
like
so many
deserty
places
landscape,
I
and then
barely
the green
scratched the
one right
surface on
before
Turkey,
that.
So
Since
I'll have to
having
do a
these
part
coasts,
2. Let me
these
know where your favorite
green
place is in Turkey.
trees, bright blue water coast. Turkey is the spot. And he didn't even say, what's it called? Antalya. That's been one that's been on my bucket list ever since I discovered it. I think I just found it randomly on like Google, my home screen on my laptop. It popped up and I was like, where is that? And then I looked it up, and now Antalya has been on the dang bucket list. And the other one, Analia, also. It's pretty close to that. I wanted to go there as well.
Seems like there's really a lot, just like, of course, the cities and then the nature, especially in Turkey.
There's all the islands too,
Yeah.
off the coast, and kind of next to Greece. Those all look super cool too. But man, Turkey is the place. We got to check it out at some time. Hopefully you enjoyed.
Let us know what else there is to check out from Turkey, and then other places we can visit.
If you want to watch our travel vlogs too, we went to Georgia, right next door.
Yeah.
Link in the description below for TriFate Lifestyle. You can check out all our vlogs in Georgia. Trying some Turkish-inspired foods in Georgia. We definitely did that in those videos. Check it out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.